Well, good afternoon, good morning. I'll probably say good evening to some. Yes, it's coming live. It's your girl Bella. And boy, do I have a segment for you. But first, you know what we do, family. Let me get into my niceties. I want to thank everybody for first coming in. And I have to start with my original community. That would be YouTube. So, hello, YouTube family. Yep, come on in. I see y'all coming in. Now, y'all know I'm going to give some rules of engagement. It's been since I've been on here. Now, listen, YouTube family, you're my favorite. Remember that. They pay me to say that because if I don't say that on YouTube, you already know, right? So, hello to my YouTube family. Come on in, come on in. Y'all know what to do. Make it do what it do. Bella will not know that I'm out there, that you're out there, unless you holler back at her sister. So, first and foremost, good evening to my YouTube family. Now, Facebook, where you at, Facebook, my Facebook family, and my Facebook family is going to probably see somebody on this segment that they may already know. We're going to get into that. So hello to my Facebook family. That's to my Bella Linda Rigby personal page and to my Bella Biz Media page. Thank you all so much for joining in. Listen, I can see the numbers coming up. I can see what you can see. And I want to say this. I'm telling you, I counted on joy. Stop. I counted on joy because I know that you didn't have to pick my little channel to come on. I know that. So I want to thank you all for retain you. And I'm going to go ahead, start right now. If you really love Bella, like I know you do, go on and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Yep. Y'all see it up there. Just go to youtubechannel.com/ put Bella Unplugged in, or just go to youtube.com, put Bella Unplugged. Come on, family. We're all over 21. We know how to spell. There's a lot of Bellas in there. Put Bella Unplugged and show me some love by subscribing. Yep. We want to talk about it and be about it. So that's my YouTube family. That's my Facebook pages. And let's move on to Twitter. Ooh, formerly now called X. Hello, X. We've been streaming for a minute, so I want to say thank you. Oh, I see my Twitter family. Nice to see you. Thank you. You're in for a good surprise. It's Friday. It's Friday, so thank you for tuning in on my Twitter X. And last but certainly not least, my conservative page, I call it the LinkedIn page. So hello, LinkedIn family, all my business people. I want to say hello and thank you again for joining in. Now, without further ado, I'm going to try to keep my composure. Come on, y'all, show me some love. Y'all know it's hard for Bella to keep some composure, but I'm going to try to treat this person as a professional that she is and give her all of her flowers. But I actually know her, y'all. Yeah. I told y'all I know people in places. I know people in high places. Yes, I do. So I'm going to read a little bit about her. Y'all know what we do. Come on in, show some love. This is a free enterprise. Y'all know we're interactive. I'm not going to be doing all the talking. I don't have my guests do all the talking. So get your questions out there. Don't be telling my Bella, I don't want to hear what happened. We got her here now. I'm going to talk a little bit about her. So if you miss out, you miss out, okay? So I'm going to talk about this beautiful lady now. You know I did the YouTube, right? You know I did the advertisement. I said, we're going to meet Lady Coach Diane Richardson. That's right. Come on up in here. Give me some love and support. Lady Coach Diane Richardson. You guys gonna sit beside of me tonight, all right? So here we go. Had to pull up a Wikipedia. I'm saying that for a reason. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Just go Google Coach Diane Richardson. If you act like you know, because you don't. Because I'm getting ready to show off. I can show off on my own show. I sure can, Diane. I'm going to show up. Because I'm getting ready. Because Diane, they look at me like, what is going on with Bella? See, they don't know what I know. But let me read a little bit about Wikipedia, okay? So, this is Lady. I gave her that title. Coach Diane Richardson. Diane Richardson is an American basketball coach. I would love to say. Now, I'm going to read from Wikipedia, but you're going to hear from the heart as well. All right? So, she's an American basketball coach and currently the head of Temple Owls women's basketball team. Prior to coaching at Temple, oh my goodness, she was the head coach at Towson University. What up, though, Baltimore? What up, Baltimore? Okay. Let's act like we know people. Towson University is in Baltimore, Maryland. Hey, all right. And she was a coach there from 2017 to 2022. She also assisted coach recruiting with the coordinator at the West Virginia University from 2016 to 2017, following her coaching stints at so many places from 2007 to 2008 and American University from 2006 to 2007. I'm only saying as a prelude because her stats is impeccable, but she's going to speak for herself. And I'm bragging on it because I can brag on it, okay? Diane Richardson has a lighter title. She's a head coach right now, like I said, it's Temple. It's the conference called the American. Their record, y'all ready? 31-30.508. She's gonna break it down, but I'm reading Wikipedia, y'all. Y'all got what I'm saying? Okay. Yep, I'm gonna brag on her. A few of her accomplishments, a few, didn't say many, a few are CAA tournament in 2019 and her AAC regular season in 2024. Some of her awards, I mean, I'm just gonna name a few because she got so many, y'all. The list is so long. CAA Coach of the Year in 2019, AAC Coach of the Year in 2024. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. I can go on, and I am. She received her bachelor's degree. Lean in, y'all. Listen, you might learn something tonight. She received her bachelor's degree in psychology and sociology from, I think it was the most best college in the whole wide world, called Frostburg State University. It used to be called Frostburg State College. Get a clue, people. Get a clue for those who know me. So she got a bachelor's degree in psychology and sociology from Frostburg State, where she participated in the basketball and track and was the 1979 NCAA champion in both 2000 and the 400-meter races. In 1980, she earned a spot at the 1980 Summer Olympics, but didn't participate. 4 years later, she got a master's degree. Listen, I'm going to go on and on, but I'm getting ready to let her introduce herself. Come on in, family. This is, I'm proud to say, my friend. Yes, my girlfriend. We knew each other back in the day, and yep, I was just as crazy then. She'll tell you as I am now. But this is my friend. She's my sorority sister, red and white, pink and green to the heart. You don't understand. She was the first upperclassman that really reached out to Bella. And I wasn't Bella then, y'all. I was Linda, little Linda Rigby. She reached out to me. We fostered a relationship. Do the math. Okay, we've been knowing each other for a minute, but I'm so proud to have her on my own show. The one, the only, Diane Richardson. I'm going to say meet Lady Diane Richardson. Diane, take a breath because you in for a bumpy ride. You know, I got all this energy. Say hello to the people. I share a little bit what's on your heart because some people might not actually know who you are, Diane. So, Diane, welcome to the Bell Unplugged. How you doing, girlfriend?
Well, I am doing great, and thank you so much. I'm pleased and honored to be on your show because you are full of laughs, and I know we're going to laugh tonight.
Diane, we're gonna do more than laugh because right now it's a little storm breathing, and I say that devil better get behind me because everything acting all funny, and they already know Bella. You know I do a lot, right? And we always say the show must go on. So Diane, just introduce yourself. I'm going to get a couple of comments because a lot of our Frostburg people try to tune in tonight talking about, oh, what in the world? But Diane, for those who don't know you, just a little background on just humble beginnings. I know you. We've missed a couple of years going up, but just start the thread. Tell us what's on your heart, who you are before we get to all the accolades, because I want them to get to know who you are like I do. But don't tell them the name you gave me. Don't tell them the name you gave me.
That'll be our secret for now. Well, I've obviously lived a long time, but my upbringing, obviously from Washington, D.C., we met at Frostburg State College, where, we stood up and we stood on business at Frostburg. It was only a few of us there, but we handled our business at Frostburg and went on. And I went into banking. I was a banker for a long time. And from there, I decided, I started my own company. So we had an investment firm. My husband, I married my college sweetheart, and we started an investment firm, and we were really successful with that. And I thought we would donate money to inner city basketball, girls basketball programs because it changed my life so much and got me to go to school for free. And then I got the bug. So, we had the company and we started several companies, as a matter of fact. And um, we still contributed. And I just saw those young ladies working hard, and we wanted them to get scholarships. And so I became a part-time coach while I was a vice president of Bank of America. And after a while, I just really got into it. And I had a conversation with my husband, and I said, I am really passionate about helping these young ladies. And do you mind if I step away from corporate America? I step away from being a CEO and running my own company and step away and be a coach full time. And I did that for high school players for 8 years. And we won 5 national championships with those young ladies, and they all got scholarships. And then I went on to be a college coach, and I've been coaching ever since. And I absolutely love it. And I love changing lives. I love seeing these young ladies grow, and I'm just excited about it and continue to be excited.
Diane, you know what? That's a great break because as I was listening to you and as I interview so many people, and I also work with celebrities as well. For those who know me, I have 99 jobs. I love every single one of them, Diane. I'm going to ask you this question because
Hmm.
people don't know what they don't know, and they often say, "Did you know back then in your college days when we met, Diane, you was forming who you are? Did you have aspirations and goals to become with what and where you are doing right now today?"
No, I didn't. Actually, I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I did that for quite a while. We had a company for over 20 years, and I was the CEO of our investment firm for over 20 years, which is kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in corporate American. I wanted to, wear the suits and all that, and be in big time meetings. But then, once we started reaching out to young girls and changing their lives and helping them get college scholarships, I decided to pivot. And it's, I've taken this is like my second career, and I've enjoyed doing that. And so I've been a college coach now for the last 12 years.
And I'm glad you brought that up because Diane, people often ask me who know I'm in the celebrity world. I work in production, right? So that means I'm
Mhm.
behind the scenes to make the lady coach Diane's look good. And I love doing what I do. But people also say, did they dream of where they are? And typically it's 99% they say no,
Yeah.
right? I mean, there are people I do listen and follow Beyonce. Everybody, I'm a Beyonce fan. Because she actually said when she was 3 years old, right?
Mhm.
Her mind could achieve her mindset. She said, I'm doing exactly what I said I wanted to do when I was 3, right?
Yeah.
So there are people out here focused like that. And I want people to understand your journey, Diane, a little bit about your journey because people see you glowing, but they don't know your story, Diane.
That's right.
Don't
That's
know your
right.
story. So, Diane, let me ask you a couple of questions that come in there. And so we're going to just jump to the present because I'm
Okay.
a model. I like to be an advocate. And Diane, for those women of color, women in general, just talk a little bit about the role that you play in the effectiveness of women in, the WNBA. It's a big deal and it's totally different from men, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. And people are starting to see the WNBA now, but I know that it's been going on for quite a while. They've celebrated over 25 years. And, some of my players have gone on to play in the WNBA, and I'm really proud of them. One of the players my husband and I brought over from the Bahamas and raised her, Jonquel Jones, is now in the WNBA, and she's doing really, really well. And we're really proud of her. We flew out to the All-Star game. She was an All-Star. So a lot of those young ladies have gone on to play professional basketball, whether it's here in the WNBA or overseas. But one of the things I like about being a coach is being a great mentor. And whether they want to play professionally or they want to be a doctor or they want to be a lawyer, I'm there with them on that journey, and I'm doing everything that I can to help them reach their goals, whatever it may be.
Let's talk about that because Diane, I'm going to say, believe it or not, as a statement, there's a lot of people who don't consider themselves as mentors, don't want to consider themselves as the mentor, who just quite frankly are vocal with me because I do a lot of speaking, I do a lot of travel. Amazes me, negative and or positive. This is a positive show, Diane, but I do state the
Mhm.
fact people just don't want to be bothered with our young people, and I'm going to tell you that honestly hurts my personal heart. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a do-gooder. I like to say I'm a do-gooder. I really am a do-gooder, and I really do work with civil rights icons. And I'm telling you, Diane, I can't work around the Martin Luther King 2.0. I like to say the legacy
Mhm.
of the children. I can't work with Ambassador Young. I'm gonna come out there with it, Diane. These people who
Yeah.
fought died, and some of them died for us to
Yeah.
march, right? 1965, and just sit on
Mhm.
my loins. And you and I are in two of the most powerful Divine Nine sororities, Delta Sigma Theta and Alpha Kappa Alpha. And we both know that we joined these sororities to have service man to all mankind, to everyone out there. So, Diane, talk
Yeah.
about it because I see our youth, particularly our women, which I'm going to admit I've never honed in on women in sports, and since I have you, Diane, it's an honor. Talk a little bit about that. So, what do you
Yeah.
see in our community?
Well, it just being a part of some of these young ladies' lives and building them up and having sports give them confidence and build them up to go on and be leaders, on the court, on the basketball court, and off the basketball court. It's just a great feeling to see them grow because you and I, we had some mentors in our lives from where we came from. You came from Baltimore, I came from DC, and we were of that age and that group of people where people didn't think we would make it. And you look at us now, and now we've made it, and now we're turning back to help others to make it. And it's our duty. And like you said, and our sororities, service is utmost for everything. And you look at what the results are, and it makes you feel good. And I don't like to talk about this a lot, but I know you've mentioned mentoring, and there's a book out called Heroes, Leaders, and Legends. And it is a combination of 50 of the most influential people that have mentored. And Oprah Winfrey and her writer put it all together. And I happen to be one of those 50. And I'm pleased. I don't do it for the recognition, but I was pleased to be awarded that. And it's just what I feel like doing. I feel like helping others because somebody helped me.
Wow. And stop right there because as people are coming in, there's a couple of questions I will pose, but I like to stop right there because I can do whatever I want on my show. It sounds so good, Di. Four
It's
and a
your
half.
show.
But Diane, I want you to say the name of the book, the author of
Mhm.
the book, and where people can purchase. Because I want to write it down myself because I'm an avid reader. I want to write it down, Di.
Yeah. The book is called Heroes, Leaders, and Legends, and it's written by Pat Sampson. And it's a combination of 50 of the most influential leaders, heroes, leaders, and legends. And Dr. Fauci is in it, of course, Oprah's in it, and some people that we hold in high esteem. And I'm humbled that they have me in the portion of the book as a mentor to young men and women across the country.
Super. Now, Diane, we got all the time in the world, but we don't. That's my joke. So, lean in, people. I'm going to ask Diane some questions. I'm going to throw your questions in here. So, we're going to be going a bumpy ride. It's a good thing. So, get your ears open, get your iPads. Come on, y'all know Bella by now. Don't have to retrain y'all. Let's get it together, people, because we're about to do some startup up in here. Now, Diane, couple of
Yeah.
questions I'm going to pose to you. People are asking the same questions.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me ask this. I gotta be nonpartisan, right, Dad? I want to ask all my questions first, but I'm going to ask the guest first.
It's
So,
your show.
a very good friend of mine. I want to say shout out to Queen Patty of New York. That's what she's known for. Trust me, Don. I'm just there. And you want to have a friend in New York, right? Because God knows. Whoa, baby. Right? I'm gonna pop my breast because I don't want Patty to get mad at me. Shout out to Patty, New York, New York, man. Her question is this, Diane. What would you say was your most memorable mentor and why?
My most memorable and most impactful was a woman, Amy Billingsley, and she's out of the DC office. She was a an advisor to presidents of African American woman. And when I started my investment firm, she just kind of sat back and watched. And then she stepped in and started talking to me and telling me some different things. And all of her words have been so impactful for me, and I call her about different things. And for somebody with such a high level of just achievements, I thought it was special that she took the time to mentor me and to help guide me through all of that.
That's beautiful. Listen, Diane, I have a few mentors, and I don't think I can name one of them because I don't want to get the other one mad. But there's two that I highlight the most because I think wisdom and age. But I'll hold mine for last. Okay, y'all keep bringing the questions. I'm gonna get my one in. Diane, now
Yes.
I'm a
Hmm.
reactive person and I'm interacting. I'm an advocate. You know, girl, when I get this mouth going, I'm gonna get some crowds. I'm gonna tell my truth, Diane. Diane, don't beat me up, but you know I'm gonna tell my truth, right?
Uh-oh.
What happened, Diane? I just went to my first WNBA game for the
Hmm.
first time. Yep, I'm gonna be transparent. Last year, and people like, girl, you just going to you get them tickets from the man, all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really kind of go. So I really
Oh,
felt right. But Diane, what the tickets? My daughter went and my cousin. And my cousin is the act. Shout out to Scott Rigby. I mean, you know, he's all American, right? Like we talked about everything. And we had a
uh-huh.
great I can't believe this is your first time going to these women out of I mean, he was calling the stats and everything. I was like, he could really work for you, Diane. I mean, he was calling. I felt so bad. So, Diane,
Uh-huh.
it's a beautiful small arena, right?
Mhm.
On the east
Mhm.
side. When you come to Atlanta, and I host you, Diane. Y'all hear that? When my friend comes to Atlanta, I will host her. I'm gonna take you to the
That's right, and I'm coming.
yeah, but it's a beautiful, like small center, right? That was built by Two Chain. Yeah, I'm going somewhere, Diane. I'm like,
Yeah.
you might know
Oh.
Two Chain in Atlanta, right? He lives
Uh-huh.
here. He's a
Oh.
very successful rapper. He built
Uh-huh.
this beautiful, you know, just for the basketball. I'm telling you, I went there. I was in awe. Do you hear me, Diane? I was shocked
Yeah.
because the arena is beautiful. It's a smaller size arena. Miller
Right.
built. I mean, clean. I was like, wow. And he happened to be there at that particular game. I forgot who we were playing. But the point I'm making is I felt really bad, and I'm leading up to something. How can we, as participants, right, Diane, get more involved? Because I didn't know. My nephew began to explain about the stats, so he brought me up to speed, Diane. And for the lack of
Mhm.
a better word, I'm like, really? Well, Bella wants to do a little something about that, Diane. So, Diane, my question is, how can we help, right, in the
Mhm.
field to help you coach the team and to be better participants of the women basketball team?
Yeah, I'm telling you, women's basketball actually is more entertaining than men's basketball. Yeah, I said it. Um, but it's great to go to the games. I mean, it's a great atmosphere. It's fun. You get to cheer the team on. Now you don't have to know all the stats, Bella, but you can be there and you can cheer. And again, women have been doing this for a long time, and it's entertaining.
Wow. Okay, well, Don, I got to get my friends because, you know, I want to have so much fun and forget about the crowd, really forget about YouTube and everybody. But, Diane, here we go. This is I love this brother. He may ask me to have you on the show, Diane. He has a wonderful show. I'm doing a shameless plug. That's what we do. We support each other. It's
That's
Wise
right.
Born Live at 5. He's a wonderful brother in Christ. He lives in North Carolina. Here's his question, Diane. Hello,
Okay.
Lady Diane. What was the pivotal moment in your life that shifted you from corporate life to coaching, Diane?
Well, it was, my husband and I decided that there are young people that, inner city kids that need an education. And I know both of us got to go to, to a college. We both played basketball. And living in Southeast DC, I knew that had to be a ticket for some of these young ladies coming out, like it was for me. So we started donating money to the local rec centers to have what they call AAU basketball teams. And so, sometimes when you invest your money, you want to see where it's going. So we would go to some of the practices, and I could see the joy in their faces, the young ladies' faces, and the relationships with the coaches, and where coaches are encouraging them and helping to give them confidence. And so one summer I said, I want to take a team. And then in AAU, it's based on your how good you are. It's the A team, the B team, the C team. Well, I said, well, let me take this little F team and let me see what we can do. And I just saw that we started to win because they trusted me. And, I wanted to build these young ladies up and give them confidence. And they kind of ran through a wall because they believed in that I cared about them. And we started winning. And so I started getting hooked, and I said, oh my goodness, I like this. And did it for a couple summers. And then someone asked me to coach a high school team. And I said, okay, I can do that part-time while I'm a CEO. And I did that. And my goal was to get all those young ladies basketball scholarships to go to college for free. And we did that. And I just kept doing it. And I did it for 8 years. And then I finally said, you know what? I'm going to put both feet in this because this is important. This is important for our communities, for our young ladies. And that's when I had the conversation with my husband and said, I'm going to let everything be on cruise control because I'm passionate about this, and I'm going to step away from corporate America. And he was like, but then, and he's
Oh
been a
yeah.
supporter. He's been my rock ever since then. So, and
And I
that was the moment.
the moment. And I have
Yeah.
to stop. We're gonna stop. I got a couple of questions. It's get the jokes out, right, Diane? And here we go.
Okay.
She's talking about her husband. He wasn't her husband then. We talking about Larry Richardson. Shout out. Make it up in the house. Woo woo. I had to get that out, Diane. I had to get that out.
Yes.
Love me some Larry Richardson. Another upperclassman that yes did speak to the mere freshman up back in the day. I have to say, independently, Diane. Didn't know that was gonna hook up because I'm a kiss and tell all. Larry was nice to me. I'm gonna tell who was nice and who wasn't. And
Oh,
Larry
yeah.
was nice to me, Diane.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's a nice person, a nice guy.
Right.
Glad I married him.
He didn't cast me off anything like that, you know what I mean? Because Diane,
Even
you know
though
how
he was a cute dog, right?
but yeah, but Diane, I want to take this time to use as a teachable moment because it's a principle. Everybody knows I'm a faith believer. I say that word, Diane, faith believer. You know what? People don't know what they know, but people don't care what you know until they know that you care. I'm gonna slow down. People don't care what you know, Diane Richardson. I have learned in my life until they know that you care, and that's the principle of biblical when I'm talking about fish, right? You can
Right.
help people, but I prefer to show people, teach people how to catch the fish. Nothing wrong with getting the fish. Come on, Diane, I'm talking in parables.
Right.
We do the fish every now and then, but the most important lesson is show the person, teach the person how to fish for themselves. And Diane, that's what I'm hearing from you, that you're taking the time. Never been about the money. Come on, Di. Never been
Right.
about the Diane. You couldn't in your wildest dreams. I'm sure I'm speaking for you, right? Your little nooker. Yeah. You couldn't in your wildest dreams. I thought this is where I'm going to be at in 2024, right? And I'm
Right.
going to brag because I can do that out of love.
Yeah.
Coach headline for one of the most prestigious colleges, Temple University, people. It
Yeah.
ain't no small potatoes. She's up there in the big league. I like to talk about Dawn for a minute. Everybody's right off the high of her because Diane, I'm telling you, Diane, I'm just getting into it. And I
Right.
play basketball. Okay, Diane, I'm like, I can shoot myself right about now. But anyway, Diane, share a little bit because I got a question coming in from somebody. A blast for the past. I'm setting you up for her. But
Uh-oh.
Diane, how is it? I know you said she often mentors you back and forth. How is it working with Dawn and how did you all interact?
Well, Dawn, I would see her, she recruited some of my players from high school, but she was actually the one that told Temple University to hire me.
No
So,
way, huh?
yes, yes. So that has been great. And I made this promise when I got the job, and I said, they're bringing me here to bring Temple back to prominence like it was when Dawn was there. And our second year we won it, and Dawn called me up, and then she posted it on X. That didn't take long. So it's good to be able to lean on her and talk to her and she comes to town and all that, and we support her all the time.
And Diane, let me just say this. I have to say this for my audience, my YouTube family, my Twitter family, aka X, my LinkedIn family, particularly my Facebook, because I'm always setting a precedent for one, and I really do mean this, Diane. Diane, can you just share a little bit? No Facebookers, but isn't it great to have Dawn and say her full name? Shout out. There's no jealousy, no envy. We about helping each other.
About
Come
helping each other.
on, can we
Dawn
all get
Staley,
along? Can
yeah.
Diane? Can we all get along?
Dawn Staley has been great for women's basketball, not only women's basketball, but for women in sports, women in corporate America. She has been a leader and a spokesperson for all of us, for blacks, for whites, for men, for women. She will not hold back, and she'll let people know. And that kind of opens the door for all of us. She has kind of opened the door, and not only has she cracked it open for us, she kicked it down. And so all of us can come through. And I love the way she stands up for things that she believes in. And I'm telling you, she has earned that right, and people listen to her.
But Diane, I think I just met her public television, and you know what I'm saying. And just
Mhm.
her energy, like no nonsense, get right to the point, call the play the way I see it. And I'm the same way in life, the same way I did in the game, because it's
Mhm.
something called a roadmap to life, right, Diane? You got a
Right.
personal life and you got a business life. And I'm telling you, I just want to feed off of her energy through you, Diane, because she seems to be a no nonsense person. But yet I know you didn't get where you got alone, Diane. Come on now.
Absolutely. And none of us have gotten where we are alone. And so it is our duty to help others, because somebody has helped everybody here. There's not a person that can say I did this all myself. And it's those people, the Dawns and the Martin Luther Kings and all those people that kind of set the stage for us and said, here, I've opened this door, come on in. And it's our duty to not let that door close, and we've got to keep bringing people in to keep that door open for all of us.
Oh, you ain't said that but a word, Diane. Frostburg, FHU in the house. They come up in there. Whoop, whoop. Now, Diane, I want you to take your time. I want you to speak to this person. We got AI. We got all this technology. So you probably haven't spoken to this person in a minute. And you guys were so close, super close. And I'm close to her and you. I'm just so excited. So let me read the question, Diane. Take your time to
Okay.
answer, okay? So here we go. This little lady said, I mean, her name happened to be Annette Ross Cook. You might know her, right?
Yes.
You might
Yes.
know. You might know her. I don't know.
That's my girl.
Shout out to Annette Ross Cook B More, because y'all don't know Diane. When I met Diane and Ann at the same time, they were friends. They were upperclassmen, and they both took care of their Bella. Okay, I wasn't called Bella back then. Y'all remember that? I wasn't called Bella. So Annette says, Diane, and we, her and Aaron, you know her husband Aaron, we
Yes.
are extremely proud of your accomplishments, Diane. My question is, how have you managed to do it so effectively while maintaining a wonderful family and healthy marriage? Now, Diane, take your time. Teachable moment, girl. This is my show now. Take your time.
Well, shout out to you, Annette. And speaking of a healthy marriage, you have one too. Um, it has been wonderful with my husband, who has been so supportive. And many people would have, when I came to him and said I want to step away from corporate America, being a CEO and riding on private jets and all of that other stuff, to coach young ladies, most people would have said, this woman's crazy. But he knew how passionate I was about that, and he said, I'm going to support you. If that's what you want to do, I'll support you. And he's been supportive ever since. And he shares in everything. He comes to all of my games, and it's been great. It's a healthy marriage because we support each other. We have 4 wonderful kids. One of our children is special needs, and I've got to say, my husband is the greatest girl dad, because Dana needs 24-hour care, and Larry's always there with her, and she's definitely a girl's dad. To see them interact together, oh my goodness. But that support, and the passion that I have for what I'm doing, and God's good grace. Oh my goodness, we just have been blessed and highly favored, I tell you. You pausing on me. You still there? Well, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? I hope everybody out there can hear. And shout out to Bella, and we called her Linda Rigby back in at Frostburg. And I am so proud of what she's done and how she's getting messages out and how she's paving the way for so many. I'm blessed to be on her show, and blessed to have her friendship and all those friends that we had at Frostburg and continue to be friends, and we support each other and we elevate each other. Are we on?
Diane, no, girl, what you know, this is the funniest thing. They gonna look AT&T's outside. They done cut the fiber optic on my lawn, girl.
Oh goodness gracious.
So Diane, just get off. You know I'm gonna have to apologize because I'm looking
No
at them. I gotta
worries.
go out and talk to them because everything went off. It's like a power surge right
Okay,
now.
you want me to just hit leave studio?
Yeah, leave the studio because I don't want to have you